Welcome back to NPA action. Ridley College of St. Catharines, Ontario, taking on CSJV in the last set of games here at Session 2. Live from Burlington. With you is Tarek Spate, founder of North Pole Hoops, joined with my partner, Mike McHale, on the ones and twos. Mike, we just finished watching highly competitive game, Edge out of Alberta. They took down RNS. First and foremost, John Ekpatokin put on a show in the loss, nevertheless, but then Edge showed that they are here for it all. What was your takeaway?
I was just talking to Edge coaches, and he was saying they went up to Malachi and said, they're out dogging us right now, and I'm not accepting that. He told me, he said that we're not accepting this. We are the dogs. So
who said that? Coach or
coach?
Malachi? Okay.
Yes, coach. So they went up to Malachi and they said, activate. They activated him, and
You saw that on the floor.
he was the TSN turning point. That was TSN turning point, baby.
NPA turning point.
So
check that.
Now it's NPA's turning point because it's more exciting than NBA.
And this one should be interesting. I think these two teams are middle of the pack so far from what I've seen, type of teams in the league, but are like similar to RNS, like they're gonna play, and if you do not come to play against them, they're coming with the win.
Yep.
I do not count them out against anybody in the league. They were able to keep it tight with Fort Erie for 3 quarters, I believe. Oh, nice pass there. Oh my goodness. Again, Mike, we're gonna get familiar with a lot of new athletes on this CSJV squad. I think we're pretty familiar with Ridley, but this is CSJV's first session.
Honestly, I'll tell you something. This is probably the first time since I've been here that we had 2 games equally, like,
Intense.
Yeah. And like I was looking at both courts, breaking my neck, like my neck's sore.
Yeah, on the other end, it was our new member in the league, St. Jude's, with another win. They went 3-0 this week.
I wanna tell you one thing about that win that they just did. Solon Skinner went 24 points, 25 rebounds.
No. 25 rebounds?
24
Come
points,
on.
25 rebounds.
Yo, I was told by our scout, Joe Musa, that Zolan Skinner has a high motor at 6'5". Nice shot there by Quinton EPA for 3. 6'5" with a high motor, high energy. 25 rebounds? You can't get that. It fits the description. That's elite.
25 points.
Oh my
Look at this.
goodness. In 43 minutes? Because he went to overtime.
24 rebounds.
Wow.
11 offensive and 13
My goodness.
defensive.
And 4 assists.
4 assists, 2 steals, and
1 block. Wow. Shout out to Swish App for the live stats platform. Amazing tool for coaches, for college coaches, the programs, us as the media, marketing, scouting side. That's amazing. That's a heck of a stat line.
Even Fernando de los Santos had 27, so it's not like he was like...
Dominican national team guard.
Yeah, man.
Terry Upshaw, recruiting from all over the world.
Holy.
My kind of guy.
You know what I love about St. Jude's I call them the dynamic duo, okay? So I call St. Jude and I call St. Jude's team, they have the dynamic duo right now. Skinner and Fernando de los Santos. When you got 25 and from one guy, 27 from the other, both shooting over 50%.
That's Pippen and Jordan. Yep. Although he put up Rodman numbers with those rebounds.
I know. That's
very interesting.
I think that's the first, in this year, that's the first time we have a 20 and 20.
Definitely. I have not heard one yet, and it's very difficult to do. That's why we may not hear another one from another player unless he does it again. I mean, Zolan Skinner. I mean, he had 36 in day 1. Like he's a dog. He's from Dallas, Texas, and I love having the American influence on this league. Oh, as the big fella goes crashing into the banner. Number 15, that is Stefan Dusau 2025, 6'6" power forward. Looks like Draymond Green out there. Big boy. Dogs only.
That's our motto.
The dogs are those that come. Dogs, not D-O-G-S. D-A-triple-W caps lock G-S. Dogs. We want the dogs. So guys that are competitive, winners, work hard, loyal, you know. That's the intangible, the toughness that we look for, not just in basketball players when we're evaluating talent, but also off the floor. And that's why basketball is so important to me in my life, is that I learn everything in life from basketball. And we evaluate our staff at North Pole Hoops based on that, those intangibles, because it's translatable. The guys that want to win, the guys that don't like losing, to the point where they're going to make an adjustment if they do lose, or if they do make a nice three ball. Caleb Roberts, you know that's a dog.
That's the second,
you know that's a dog.
I know. That's the second three of the game.
And definitely not the last. I mean, he had 10 of 19 in the first session. 10 of 19 from three-point land is Caleb Roberts. I don't care what level you do that at.
With 9 steals that game.
That's crazy. Oh, the big boy. I like the passing skills. I like how he operates. Yes. I'm going to make note of that one. Steven Dusau.
What do you see here, T? You called out the Adam Ollie versus the John last game. What do you see here?
I just see a bunch of dogs duking it out. Like, it's going to be a highly competitive game. It's going to be highly defensive. I probably see like a low-scoring game as a result. But, you know, this is a great test for Ridley, and this can go either way. Look at these guys. I'm telling you. And you know what you get out of Quebec. That's why I love the Quebec guys. They're all dogs. Like, they might not all, like some of them might have a various talent levels. Some of them might have various size and length and athleticism and skill set. But they all got the heart, man. And sign me up for that.
I feel like the Quebec guys, it's defense first and then offense.
100%. Defense is non-negotiable in Quebec.
Yeah.
If you don't defend in Quebec, you're done. Steven on the attack again. He's been active down low. But you got a few guys like Sam Carl Charles, right? He is a returner in the NPA, one of the top dogs from last year, so look out for him, number 1. You have Sonogo Abdel, 26, 6'3" guard, freak athlete, and one of their top performers you can count on consistently is number 5, Elohim Bongeli. Can really shoot that, you know what, out of the ball.
Yo, bro, they're really making it hard for Caleb to even
look at the pace. Ball. They're speeding them up. It's crazy.
Like, they're literally full court pressing the whole time.
They go speed you up. That's what they want. Make you make mistakes.
They want you to play at their tempo, not at yours.
That's right. And a composed point guard could try to slow it down. And let's see if they are able to do that. Caleb Roberts on the attack. Extra possession for Ridley. Nice save there. Number 9 with it. 3 ball, no good. But another possession. They gotta mark their man if you're CSJV. Another one.
And they retain possession.
That's like 4 to 5 possessions in one.
They quickly check in the big guys.
It's a full line change there for CSJV. They've seen enough. 4 guys got off the floor there, one substitution. Three ball, no good.
These offensive rebounds are
Quentin Ethier, don't leave him open. Wow. That's the 7th. Wow, another one. This is crazy.
That's, I think, 8 in a row.
CJ Roberts, younger brother of Caleb. Athlete, body control. He finished it, but will they count it?
No, I think they said it's on the floor.
Calling it on the floor. Okay. Gonna inbound. CJ Roberts with it up top. Quinton Ethier gets it, goes left. Takes it back to CJ. Pull-up game, no good. CSJV very fortunate that after 7 opportunities that they don't come down with a couple points on the board. Quick timeout, we'll be back. We are back. CSJV, Desmond Laboya giving it up to Mansley Dornevel. Lots of athletic guards. Nice crossover there by Dornevel. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Good play. I like what I saw there from Mansley Dornevel. Crossover, attack, find the gap. Nice pass to the big fella. You mentioned Zach Randolph off record.
Yes.
I said Draymond Green. You said Zach Randolph. Like I like the big fella because of his aggression and to the interior, but also I saw his passing ability. Like he's a guy that you put in the middle, the defense can collapse, and he has the presence to kick out. That can be a lethal weapon for Coach Frederick Gingras, the head coach. CSJV, also coaches for Brookwood Elite in the AAU circuit. Brookwood Elite, a big program out of Quebec. And you have Victor Razzo, head coach for Ridley, but also the CEBL reigning champion. Nice finish there. Quinton Ethier on the attack. Finger roll. They are going to be physical, and you can't do anything about it. That's just what CSJV does. They're bringing the fight. Ridley College players trying to lead with the referees.
Christopher Roberts draws the foul there on the line for 2.
11-7, 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. I told you it was going to be a defensive chess match. Likely going to be low-scoring game. CJ Roberts on the handle. Spin trying to shake off Desmond Laboya. Won't be easy. Finds the gap. Draws some contact of his own. I like what CJ Roberts can become as a 2027 6'1" guard. He's very athletic, and he's now under the leadership of Coach Victor Razzo. So what you're gonna see as he transforms is learn how to control his athleticism, when to speed up, when to slow down. He's gonna develop his skill set, ball handling and pace. Same with Caleb, same with a lot of the guys, and that's what I really appreciate about the NPA is our coaching. Victor Razzo, you got Frederick Gingras on the other end. Earlier the last game, you had Damian Gay on one side, Jordan Jensen-White. Our coaching is high level, and that's why I'm confident. Like in the NPA, these kids are just gonna keep getting better. Nice shot. Mansley Dorneval. I like what I see so far. I see a 3-ball. I see playmaking capability off of the crossover and attack. Athletic.
I asked you, who's the man to look for on this team, and you told me.
He's one of them. Mansley again, floater, yes sir.
He's making an impact early.
I like when I see players show diversity in their game. He's showing us a little bit of everything early on. Mansley Dorneval, welcome to the NPA. We're excited about, nice finish there. Number 11 for Ridley. Let's get that name check. I know him.
Number 11, Griffin Collison.
Yes, Griffin Collison. I should always remember that name because he has been consistent throughout the season. You think about Ridley, you think about Caleb Roberts, you think about Quincy, you think about Collison as well now, and he's been really consistent.
That was a hard foul. Timeout called.
No, it looks like some substitutions coming in. Another large line change. See Coach Gingras using his full bench. I like that because you're preparing these guys throughout the course of the season that anyone can get playing time, build their confidence up, use the full roster. Good defense, man. That's the end of the first quarter. 14-12. Defense first. Back for second quarter action. Caleb Roberts handling it. Good defense there. The CSJV. And really making Ridley uncomfortable right now is CSJV. James Michael Dulce. Good job defensively. There he is for three. No good. Here comes Collison. Giving it up. Kick out, Collison gets it back. And CSJV is giving a lot of trouble. Like, really can't really get a flow. They're trying to figure them out. So much pressure.
Very physical, very physical, very like...
Playing defense beyond the three-point line. Three ball, no good. Desmond Lobaya with it. He elects to shoot it, no good. Here comes Roberts. They gotta grind this game out. I got a feeling it's gonna be old school Detroit Pistons type of game, you know? It's gonna be that pace. Old school NBA basketball. But that is in favor of CSJV. That's the pace that they like. They like slow it down, make it difficult. Nice mid-range there by Desmond Loboya.
I really like that comparison. They are, I feel like they are the bad boy Pistons over here.
That's right. Collison with the finish there. 16-14. Ooh, nice crossover. Nice. Shake him off. Shake him off, shake him. No good. James Michael Dolce. Oh, good pass there. And Roberts, Collison, lefty. Lefty got it. Griffin Collison, 2025, 6'4" shooting guard. Would be a great addition to a youth sport program. Good size, lefty, can shoot it, high IQ, high academics as well. Big fella working. It's Caleb Smith. He's a 6'11" big fella.
There's two back-to-back offensive rebounds on this old shot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Roberts has been aggressive, struggling early, to find the gaps. Credit to CSJV. The thing about it is, Caleb Roberts is a reigning all-star. People know who Caleb Roberts is in this league, so he's a wanted man. He's on the scouting reports. These coaches know him. And that's the thing, is like, in the next couple weeks, everyone's gonna know everybody.
Yes.
So now, the question becomes, how do players react and respond when they're scouted for? And that's exactly what happens at the NCAA level, at the youth sport level. It's gonna be more difficult, so you gotta step up your game. You gotta find different ways, even coaches. Coaches gotta look for ways to get guys open, run stuff for. It's just a different level of operation, and I love to see it. And then we see, how do you respond?
Yes, that's like, honestly, like, this game is like a dog.
It's a dogfight.
dogfight, like a pity fight, not just a dogfight.
19-14.
You were saying like Caleb's having trouble finding the gaps, but there are no gaps, bro. Like
Covering ground. Oh, nice finish there by number 8. That man again, Mansley Dorneveld. He's been the early standout for CSJV. Griffin Collison. Wow, so much trouble. They're giving him so much trouble, man.
They're all over them.
They got them in a straitjacket right now. Running some action. Handoff. Desmond Luboya for 3, no good.
Wow.
And there he is, number 2, Sanogo Abdul.
I'm really liking the dog in CSJV. Like, this is the first game I got to watch them.
Look at this full court pressure right here, man. Look at that.
I love this. This is the kind of games I like.
He needs that. No good. Roberts on the 3. That's what they want. They're rushing them, right? They got the possession, a rush 3-point shot. Right now, CSJV got Ridley where they want him. Can Ridley adjust? Because, I mean, it's you think CSJV's on like some type of big run? Yeah. Look at the score, it's 19-18.
Yeah, I know. But you know what it is? Look at the CSJV guys.
Nice.
They look like they're not even, like, they're hustling like crazy. I don't even see a drop of sweat.
It's just what they do another day at the office.
Yeah, it's like,
but that time, Ridley made CSJV pay for the gambling on defense. Got an easy bucket out of it.
I love watching like 2 brothers on the court together.
NPA family, baby. That's the theme. And that is a kind of a storyline we were looking at going into the season. A lot of there you go, the connection there. A lot of alley-oop potential in that connection.
Nice low pass there, CJ.
Caleb Smith on the board. I'd like to see him utilize a little bit more here to establish that presence inside, maybe slow it down a little bit. Another possession there for CSJV. Ridley unable to put a fork in it. Five seconds on the shot clock. Quick timeout. Back for the last 4 minutes. We are back, 23-18, 4 minutes to go in the half. Ridley College trying to figure out CSJV. CSJV controlling the pace. Look at this Big fella jumping on. Oh, for the diving for the loose ball. Just dove into me. Good hustle, big fella. Caleb Smith on the floor. I like to see that. Just, please, don't break any equipment, for the love of God. Desmond Laboya hounding Roberts. To CJ, to Dimitri, back to Roberts. Big fella. Let's see what he does. Oh, kicks it right back out. Quentin Ethier. That's a good possession for Ridley that I think they'll live with. They got it down low. We're able to kick it back out. Good movement. Wasn't able to get the shot to fall. Bit out of control, but it was whistled. Created some contact. The level of talent in the NPA, I believe, is at an all-time high. You got players that will play at the next level at all levels, from NBA, NCAA, high, mid, low, major, youth sport, JUCO, CCAA, 3-ball, no good. Demir Ostoprak from Cyprus. Making his way to Canada from the Mediterranean, got a Canadian connection. Turnover there, Caleb. This is Caleb's next level, learning how to control the game, control the pace, protect the ball. He's a PG at the next level. And right now he's frustrated. You can see CSJV frustrating him a little bit. It's okay, this is a part of the growth process. It's how do you react? How do you adjust?
Whoa, Paul Juji.
That's a tough one to pronounce. Paul
and
Juji. I like it. You did a good job, Mike. 3-ball, that was a rare 3 made for either team. Quentin Ethier to Caleb. Trying to make something happen down low, no good. Just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Big boy for 3, no good. Nice drop pass there. Caleb Smith, big fella. We're gonna need more from him as this game progresses. Another one? Off that time for Paul Juji. Coach Frederick Greengrass has the ball in his hands. He's slowing this game down right now. He's controlling the pace off the floor. Quentin Ethier on the free throw line. They can take as many easy ones as they can get because nothing else is coming easy.
Yep.
I mean, right now we're on pace for like a 50-ish point game, under 50. In a 10-minute FIBA game per quarter, that's very low.
Yes.
It's literally Detroit Pistons basketball, physical, grind out, big fella, that's the way they want it. Right there, that play right there against contact is exactly a microcosm of this entire game. Grind it out.
I'm telling you, that reminded me of Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph, big baby. That's Glenn Davis. Oh, wow. That's just a tough shot. Doesn't need to force it. Quentin Ethier picking up his teammate. Caleb Roberts. Gotta calm it down for his team. The big guy just making life difficult down low. Oh, wow. But yo, Mike, you gotta love the intensity. Guys, their bodies are still flying from the last game to this game. The intensity, the effort, these kids are hype. They're playing hype. Like every possession matters. Guys are slamming their hands on the bench. It's still the second quarter. 27-23, under 20 seconds to go.
What's crazy is like, you don't see this in the NBA. You don't see the
value of every possession. Yeah.
The value of every possession. The dive into. You got every play. There's a loose ball.
Yes.
If there's a loose ball, there's
Yes.
5 people diving.
Yes. It reminds me of like also like NCAA March Madness,
Yes,
like
yes.
college ball.
Yes.
It's just the more like purity of the game, the love for the game. There's these guys got a lot at stake. You know, they're trying to, you know, utilize basketball to change their lives, like get to the next level, get to college, play
playing
ball,
for
pursue
something.
their dream. Yeah, they're, you know, at the NBA, the problem is when the money gets in the way of the passion, right?
Yes.
All of a sudden you're a multi-millionaire and it's like they're not playing for the love of the game no more, right? They get comfortable, which is, it's a human trait, right? So you gotta, the greats though, I mean,
Like Kobe Bryant.
shoot, Kobe Bryant, that guy wakes up 4 a.m. in the morning every day, 3 a.m. It's like wild. The level of discipline and commitment.
And that's what superstars are, right? Like
The requirements to be extraordinary is you have to do something extra than ordinary.
I was watching this thing this morning on Snapchat, and it was Kobe, Gilbert Arenas speaking about Kobe Bryant.
Here's Caleb, nice pass, to find his brother CJ on the attack, no finish. Oh, great play there by Demir Ostaprak from Cyprus to finish that off, 29-25. It's Detroit Pistons basketball.
And we'll be back.
Back to the action. Looks like CSJV trying to pull away. High energy off the gate. Griffin Paulison. Excuse me, check that. Ridley looking to pull away, up 8 now. Big 3 there. On the other end, you have LBA and Houghton getting after it. LBA in control, up 15. You got Terry Upshaw in the house. He's the head coach of St. Jude's. Terry Upshaw gonna be joining me on the broadcast. You know, he's a personality in Canadian basketball. It'd be nice to tag team this. What's up, Terry?
Not much, just watching some fantastic ball here. Ridley's defending like crazy, and CSJV maybe one of the most athletic teams in the whole league.
They're like, we say Detroit Pistons basketball. They really want to slow it down and get physical. That Quebec brand of basketball, real tough.
They grind in their battle. We played them yesterday, and it was a fight right till the end. We ran away a little bit at the end, but man, they're physical, and their best player's not here this weekend, so we had to clean up some stuff academically, and that's the best part about being a student, right? But next week, our next session will be here ready to go, and that'll elevate them.
So Terry, just for our viewers, Terry Upshaw is the head coach of St. Jude's. St. Jude's first-year NPA member. I always like to get the coach's perspective, you know, getting a chance to see the players on your team, also the competition. Like, what's the vibe so far that you get? This is your first session in the NPA, right?
Yeah, you know what? It's been really good for us. It's been intense games. It's really physical. The ball moves. The officiating's been really good.
Oh, wow.
You know, you can communicate with them and you know, ask them questions, and you know, they respond to you, and the atmosphere is outstanding. You know what? I'm fortunate enough to sit on many benches, and this league is second to none that I've been around.
That means a lot, Terry, because of your experience. You've been around Canadian basketball for decades. You've seen a lot. You've coached a lot. You've coached guys that have moved on to the NBA, the NCAA. You have a team that's really intriguing. I call you guys the wild card. Caleb Roberts here on the attack to the big fella. Gets it back mid-range. No good. But you have an interesting roster of guys that people don't really know about but are getting familiar with very quickly as the big fella knocks down the 3, Caleb Smith. Zolan Skinner is a name that we're hearing about a lot. Tell me about him.
So Zolan's from Dallas, Texas. Really good guy, really good player, super athletic. Came here because the school he played down there was a really good school, but it was more football-based. And,
right.
We want to have a chance to show, and he's a next-level guy. For me, he's definitely a Division I guy. I've seen a lot of them.
No doubt.
And he's just athletic. He can score. He rebounds. He plays both ends. And, you know, conceptually, he's really starting to understand because we play a little different than he's ever played before. And he's like, you know, coach, every day there's something I've never seen this before. And I said, well, you know what? By Christmas time, you will. And he competes, man, and you know, plays above the rim. And what I like about him the best, he wants to cover the other team's best player. He goes, I want him. The argument between him and Fernando, who wants to cover the next guy.
Great problem to have as a coach. And I got a quick scouting report on him from Joe Musa, our fellow scout that saw him early on, like a couple days ago. And he said to me, you know, a 6'5" guard, wing, high motor.
High motor.
And then Mike McHale, my colleague here, read to me the stats. He had a 20-20 game today.
Yeah, he had a 20-20 game today. He had
24 rebounds, 25 rebounds?
He had 20 and 10 yesterday, and then the first game he had 36 and 12. And he had
amazing.
And on his efficiency, he was at 37 on efficiency rating, which
Unreal.
is off the chart.
And that added matched up with what Joe told me about his motor. Like, you can't get 20 rebounds without playing with effort and energy. That's wild.
Yeah, and as a 2-3.
And he's a great example for players to emulate, like, how much, obviously he's very athletic and talented, but he can't do that without, like, effort is half the battle. Energy 100%. Is half the battle, if not more.
And talking and being in the right place and doing what he's supposed to do. But, you know, nice take back to it. Ridley's getting after it. They're extending it a bit here now. It's 42-27. They kind of need this one. I've been watching lots of Ridley scores. I think they've been losing like one or two close games, and this is a big confidence builder for them if they can get it done. But it's early. A lot of time left in this game.
The thing about it is, Terry, that I'm seeing is every game's a battle. I mean, look at yesterday, right? You had RNS and Fort Erie, the defending national champions. If you look at it on paper, anyone will look at it, they go, who's this team from New Brunswick? It's going to be a blowout. 3 quarters, neck and neck. They opened it up. Eventually, they won. Fort Erie won by 20 in the 4th quarter. But even till the end, everyone was competing every possession. And that's what I love and I appreciate about Damien Gay, RNS. They're an NPA veteran. They've been running the NPA for the last 5+ years. They're actually a founding member. But it makes for a great evaluation on players when guys are competing at this level. And that's what I'm seeing from a lot of these teams.
Well, it's really easy as a university guy to say, hey, he definitely is, a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, whatever it is, because, like you say, every game is a battle. Every time you get on the floor, it's good. And I guarantee you, once you get to the 3rd or 4th sessions with the Swish app and everything being filmed, all the coachings really will scouting will really elevate, and teams will know each other's actions. And hey man, this is going to be a fun year. I'm really happy that you guys let us in, and we're just trying to do the best job we can at St. Jude's, just to put a little bit of a mark on what we're trying to get done too. So
far so good. Your first session, I believe you're undefeated now, 3-0.
Yeah, we're 3-0.
3-0 start. That's good.
Won today, scrapped it out late, losing the entire game. Won in overtime. So hats off to the guys. Daniel Johnson, who is a bit of a smaller guard, but a 98 average guy. A1 Engineering, any U Sports school that loves a great player, he'd be perfect for them. And system, like I told the guys afterwards, our defense is where it's been. Our offense efficiency is not there. I wish we were efficient like Ridley's playing today. Like they're very efficient.
They're being tested, but they've been responding extremely well. Earlier you just said about how teams are scouting. So for instance, Caleb Roberts, there's no secret. He's a rating MP All-Star from last year. So now everyone's got him circled.
100%.
Fort Erie, Royal Crown, they're putting 2 guys on him. So he now has to adjust. He's got to learn how to play when you're being scouted against. And that's going to help him get better and help these players get better. And that's what I love. And the coaches too. I mean, our coaches, I've been saying this a lot, in the NPA, man, like second to none. Like I know that when they go to these programs, they're gonna keep getting better.
Well, look across here right now. You got, 5, 6 fantastic coaches. You got 2 pros over there and an all-star from University at Ridley. You got a pro coach that just won the CEBL.
So much experience.
Experience everywhere, right? So.
And you've coached internationally, FIBA, junior cat, all sorts of stuff. Funny enough, you were at Ridley previously, so you understand the prep space very well.
Yeah, you know what, and I really appreciate the fact that what you guys have done to elevate it, and I know it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, I'm getting reached out by, I have 4 international players on my team this year. I'm getting reached out. Right next year, I can have 7 or 8 international players because everybody's calling now because they're looking at it. The fact that all the games are on the YouTube and that I'm a Division I coach, I can just tune in. I don't have to get on a plane, but I can tune in, and then when the championships are, then I'll come and physically be there. But I get to see, like you said, against great competition, which is perfect.
Nice shot there. Number 3 for CSJV. Yeah, he's having a good game.
Him and number 8.
Manzi Dornevel, yeah.
Fantastic player, man. You got to get a hand up on him or it's a problem.
Absolutely. Oh, good defense. CSJV trying to make him a run. Dornevel in transition. Oh! He's flexing. Nice concentration, absorbs the contact. Able to finish for the 3-point play.
And like that, now it's down to 10 and soon 9. Timeout. Calm him down and get ready to fight a little bit more here.
It's a chess match.
It is.
They'll take a break. We'll take one of our own. We'll be back. Back to the action. Tariq Spate, North Pole Hoops, joined with Terry Upshaw, head coach of St. Jude's, but also a big figure in Canadian basketball, has been coaching for how many years, Coach?
35.
35 years. Understands Canadian university landscape, Canadian college, national program. It's great to have you in the league, Coach, first year.
Yeah, no, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I think it's great for our program too. Ball pressure.
Oh, that's what you see from CSJV. They're defending you from above the three-point line.
They are.
Really doing a good job of speeding up Ridley. Credit Coach Razzo has been able to respond and maintain a little bit of a lead, but nothing has come easy. 10-point game right now, 3:30 to go in the third quarter.
Third quarter, yeah.
The way the score is, you'd think it's only about halftime, but I said it was going to be low scoring right from the jump.
So you look at these two teams, though, like they're a little different. Like Ridley's more of a traditional, five team, the ball moves.
Yeah.
Where CSJV's more of like, let's get into you, make you play faster than you want, guard like crazy, and really try to score off our defense, more in our sense. Daniel Miser in the post. Daniel's a pretty interesting guy.
Yes.
Really good player. He's got for me at UNT, McGill kind of level kind of guy afterwards.
High academic.
Yeah. And it's I've known him for a while. He came to grade 9 at Ridley. Really good kid. Very good family, very nice people.
Oh, so he's been at Ridley for a while then.
Yeah, he's been there for a while, so.
3-ball, no good. Big fella, nice board kick out.
That's a fantastic, great attempt. Stays here, off at 24.
Every possession so intense.
Earlier, I was just in the stands talking to Ted Donglesman, who was an All-Canadian, and his son's at Acadia. And then Aaron Lusick is an older gentleman up there who actually won OFSA way back in the day. I remember him playing at a Lester v. Pearson here in Burlington. I asked him what's the difference, and he said, everybody's super athletic, everybody's fast. He goes, it's intense. He goes, the only thing that he wishes is that they pass the ball a little more. He goes, I go, yeah, but sometimes they pass it, might go the other way. He goes, that's true also.
Is he here as a fan or as a father?
He's a granddad. He's just a fan. He's a basketball legend.
Love that.
He's been around forever. And, back in the day when I saw them play Burlington Pearson versus Burlington Nelson in a Holland championship game. When I left that game, fantastic game, but I said we need a shot clock because it was a 22-18 game, championship game. They both held the ball, and I'm like, this can't ever happen again. And then 3-4 years later, now shot clock up and down the floor.
Oh, it's different.
It's perfect. You have to play the entire game now. There's no more.
Hold the ball. Yeah. Four corners.
Madness.
That was tough to watch.
Hey, it was tough to play in. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's not basketball.
No, it's not. So now with these guys, again, especially with a lot of the kids being international, they can go back, they can try to get some Canadian schools, American schools, and now they go back to their clubs and they've been trained and are ready to go.
This is a big international theme with MPH and the NPA. We're a Canadian company, but we're expanding into the States, but there is a global vision, and it happened very organically because, this is season 6 of the NPA. And we're no strangers to international talent coming from Africa, from Europe, from Asia. We have Atiki from Tanzania playing high major basketball. Abubakar Traore from the Ivory Coast, I believe he's at University of Arizona.
Nice.
We always thought he has potential to be an NBA player. And another, kind of reminds me a little bit about Zolan Skinner, just as like a guard that's grabbing 20 boards. Like that's the last guy to do that I remember from the NPA was him.
Yeah. I remember he's a fantastic player. Like, this thing about the guys that have come through, like the AJ Lawsons.
Yeah, Josh Primo.
I remember when AJ started, he was like 6'2", and he left, he was like 6'6".
Got that growth spurt, absolutely. TMU in the house.
TMU in the house.
Coach Jeremy K.A. and Dave DeVero recruiting. they actually have a nice group of guys. Jacoby Neath, who's an NPA alumni. They got Tomasi, Shea's younger brother, Tomasi, on that squad. They're looking formidable to make a championship run in youth sports. Head coach Coach Campbell from Saskatchewan was here from out west. So
Willie Madigan from
Brock University was there with his kids. A family affair.
I said to Willie, I said, that's not, I'm the first one to ever recruit your son, so I know he's only 2, but I recruited him first. So when people start to come, hopefully
plant those seeds early.
That's right.
Plant those seeds early.
Now, one of my former players, Grant Mullins, at Columbia, he just had a son. I said the same thing to him. I'm like, Grant, I'm recruiting your son. He started laughing. He goes, he's 2 days old. I go, hey, I'm in first. Just remember that.
Never too early. But yeah, you talked about AJ, who was 6'2", blossomed to 6'6", 6'7". A kid actually that plays for Fort Erie, similar story. He was 5'11" 6 months ago, a player out of Quebec, Eli Jolene. Yeah. He's now 6'6", guard, playing for Fort Erie. He reminds me a lot, and this is a similar storyline too, of Nick Stauskas.
Wow.
Because those guys that have that growth spurt, they're used to playing the guard position.
Sure.
Then all of a sudden they're 6'6", so they got the passing ability, the shooting ability. He's a great example of that.
And those are the guys that can really, do well at the next level. So, back to this little straight man-to-man. Ridley looks like they're starters back in the game. High-low look here. That's nice action. So I missed it, but that was nice action there.
Zach Randolph down low. We call him Zach Randolph. Steven Dussault, the CSJV. Roberts here up top on the handle. Again, you'll always remember CSJV guarding above the three-point line, making things difficult.
Well, they put the heat on you, right? Still a 10-point game, though.
Yeah, it's logjam. We got a logjam. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
We got assistant coach from the University of Waterloo here also.
Yep.
Brock's assistant coach.
Shout out to U Sports as a league and as a coach. Again, coaching, right? Developing guys, moving them up to the next level. The NCAA dynamic is changing things with the NIL now, where players that want to go D1, they can go U Sport, they can move up the ladder. It's good for U Sport programs there as Mansley Dornevel knocks down the triple. He's been having a great game.
No, he's fantastic. I said we played him yesterday, and third quarter he hit 3 in a row, bang, 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 and I had to go really full denial on him. I said, I believe I put Zolan on him. I said, Zolan, if he touches the ball, you're coming out. And that was a game changer for us because the athlete and the workhorse said, okay, he's mine, coach.
Neutralize. That's great to have a guy that you on your roster that you could just say, defend the best player.
That's it.
On the other team, neutralize them.
Yeah, win ugly. I love winning ugly.
I am really looking forward to keep tracking Zolan Skinner throughout the season because I think he's a great story. Like, here's an American kid from a big state in Texas, Dallas, Texas. Comes to Canada for exposure. 100%. Meanwhile, some of our Canadians feel like they got to go stateside.
They don't have
you don't got to do that no more.
You can stay right here.
It's like an inverted situation.
Well, let's look at our squad. And
nice pass.
Yeah, got to finish it. He does. James Terrace, Hawaii, was a runner-up player of the year in the state.
Yeah.
He's with us. Our Julian, 6'9" center out of Trinidad.
Wow.
Fernando from the Dominican Republic national team.
Dominican, you said?
Yeah.
Fernando, right?
Yeah.
So I love it. I love the international presence in the NPA, and that's really in alignment with what we're doing here is bringing the world to Canada, but then Canada to the world as well.
Yes.
Showing our brand of basketball, showing our brand of a league, and it's great to see.
Well, it opens doors, it opens eyes. YouTube's powerful, the league's powerful, and the fact that guys are getting schools, Division I schools, Division II schools, NAIA schools, U Sport schools, those change families' lives, right? The financial part, and that's
absolutely.
And like you say with the NIL, if you're even Division I, Division II, you still get NIL for the guy, and
absolutely
that changes your life. So
there was something like I have to check the exact number, but something like 8 players from U Sport this past offseason that have moved on to D1 situations. And what happens, what transpires, and the impact they have this season, I think will determine a lot of things. Like if there's some great success stories, that will continue. But what I'm getting calls from D1 coaches like, who are the top players in youth sport?
Yeah.
And I think it's important, and this is what I've tried to do, is I reach out to youth sport programs, make sure that they understand what's happening here
Yep.
and what they're up against. Because if you're a youth sport coach, right? Unless you can guarantee a kid $100,000, $200,000, like you gotta let them go.
You gotta let 'em go.
Otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna be viewed as not a player's coach.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
And so you don't want to go against this is just my opinion. You don't want to go against the current. You want to go with the current because look, Willie Manigat, Brock University head coach, actually did a good job of like promoting the fact that he had a kid that they developed.
Yep.
They got recruited at the D1 level, and now if you're recruiting a top high school kid that's chasing the D1 dream, it's like, all right, come with us for a year, 2 years, and we'll move you to the next level. Now, some people don't like that ideology, though.
So the same thing happened at Guelph. Guelph players at he's at Marshall. The kid was there last year. He went to Marshall. We got the
Western got a guy.
Western got a guy. Dalhousie sent a guy. He was
Oakland.
Where else? He went to Oakland. So again,
Manitoba, big fella.
Again, it's not where you start, and don't get me wrong, youth sport's fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you're a guy that's, to your point, can help his family.
Yeah.
Because the world's expensive. I went the other day to buy a steak. It was $18 for a steak.
Wow.
So the world's expensive. So
what I like about it, T, is that youth sport is a part of the ecosystem.
100%.
As long as everyone understands what role they play in this village to raise a child, it can be very cooperative.
For sure, Ken. And if you're a guy that you get a Division I guy, and you got to get him for 1 or 2 years, what happens is all these kids talk. They're like, no, he's good. Go and play. You didn't get a look, but go play, and he'll get you ready.
Yes.
So now we'll talk. So all of a sudden, your recruiting class should be high major or mid-major kids every year if you're that guy. Willie was smart to do what he did and put the note out and let people know, hey, I'm
Got
here.
ahead of it. Yeah, exactly.
Got ahead of it, for sure he did.
Griffin Collison with the finish. Last possession, defending right now, doing a great job. Griffin Collison for Ridley's been a key guy, consistent contributor. Obviously, people know about Caleb and Quentin Ethier with the national team, but Griffin Collison,
he's solid.
6'4", lefty, shoots it, IQ.
And I believe he started at Orangeville and came down to Ridley.
Okay.
Beforehand, afterwards, yeah.
Big fella Steven Dusa with the finish and one.
9-point game. 48-39 for Ridley.
This is the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
Last game of the session. And I'm getting ready for dinner. It's been a long weekend, a lot going on in this space. I actually went and checked out the Chris Smalling tournament.
Okay.
Girls basketball, he's been doing a great job with that. 17 or 18 years now running. You got the Jamal Murray showcase happening. I believe it's at Orangeville today.
Okay.
So there's just a lot of activity. It's good for the game overall, like kids getting a lot of opportunities.
And parents get to see their children play. That's the best part.
Yes.
For me, it's that you're here, you get to see them. And you're not driving 45, Again, there's some people that are coming in. Like I was talking to a couple of the Rossi parents. They came down to support.
Wow. From New Brunswick.
From New Brunswick. So, it's like when you can watch your child develop and grow right in front of you, it's fantastic.
It's a community support, community effort. Thanks to everyone for joining in from around the country and around the world. That last game, there was a lot of engagement in the chat there with the parents.
Well, 8:59 now. Let's see what we got down here in winning time. Let's see what happens.
Oh, nice pass there. Good look.
Gotta finish. Yeah, you missed it.
Everything but the finish. Collison, though, cleaning things up, almost gets it to go.
Yeah, we got brothers on the floor. 15-0 for Ridley. Fantastic hustle.
Bodies been flying at record numbers every game. I'm seeing you know, guys sacrificing their body, really diving head first, no hesitation. And it's October still. Can you imagine by March?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy
Wild.
for sure. But you know what? That's the best part of it. Like last year I was at the championship and I was, you know, thoroughly impressed by it.
Ooh, call us in. Ridley's getting opportunities. They're getting to where they want. They just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's CJ hits a couple shots here. It's going to be a pretty good game.
Yep.
Right back in it.
Manzi Dorneval trying to make things happen here. Up top, pull-up game. No
short.
good. Here comes Collison. What I'm seeing is, like, and I said this on a previous call, everyone's valuing every possession from start to finish.
Yes.
I feel like everyone's invested, you know, in the game. Oh, 3-ball pull-up. Caleb Roberts has been cold today. Credit the CSJV defense.
Yeah, they're defending him. They're really close to him.
Oh.
And on that note, fantastic
There he
play.
is. They feel like a sigh of relief from Caleb. Finally gets one to go and one.
You know, usually Caleb's quicker in his strength and his core, and you know, but he's getting covered by an athlete from CSJV that slightly was an inch taller, but just as quick. And so that's why I think he's struggling a little bit today. You know, he usually just blows by people, all right? So
No, it's a great test.
he's an intriguing guy because, you know what, if he finds the right fit south of the border, he could be a Division I guy for sure.
No doubt in my mind. I mean, I think I look at guys' intangibles. I like, for me, you know, people say, oh, he lacks some size, but so did Fred VanVleet, for example.
100%.
And we act like there isn't Division I and NBA guys every year that are 6 foot and under. But for me, it's the intangibles, it's the effort, it's the toughness, it's the work ethic. Here he comes, Caleb Roberts, pulls up for 3, the ballsy shot there, but probably one that Coach Razzo not too happy about. He's trying to get things going.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Coach Razzo did a nice job there. He just clapped and said, you know, let's be better next time. That's all.
Well, I think, and the other part about it, outside of intangibles, is performance.
Yes.
I saw what he did last year. He had 30 ball against Fort Erie, Polaris, and those are the top 3 teams, Fort Erie, Polaris, and Royal Crown last year. He could score it against the best of them is what he showed. But now, and he was 2 years younger than everybody. So now, let's see how he responds and continues to get better. And that's what I said, game speaks, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So we like to see performance and consistency. And if I see a guy performing, we got to celebrate him.
You have to.
I want us to as a culture. In my ideal world is where we're celebrating success.
Yep.
Your coach does a good job. He performs year in, year out. We celebrate that.
Yeah,
a kid performs. We celebrate that. We don't put each other down. We build each other up.
At the end of the day, these guys are young student athletes just trying hard. You know what I mean? And what you're saying is correct. If everybody does great and, you know, the games are intense, you know, all these guys are going to have opportunities to get schools.
That's it.
And that's what you want.
That's what you want. And here's another one, T. Just because we celebrate one, it's not at the detriment of the other.
No, not at all.
We can celebrate both teams or both sides. If they're performing, it's all good. Game speaks. 50-39 right now. Ridley's game is speaking. Gotta give them a lot of credit because the pressure has been consistent from CSJV. And you would have thought they were in control in their tempo, the way they want to play. But Ridley's been weathering the storm.
No, they have. Well, and Ridley plays really good defense, so they're just as intense on defense. Wow. 8-second violation was the shot clock proper?
Yeah.
Yes. But Ridley plays really good defense also, so it's not just, you know,
one way.
Yeah, they're both bad.
And the thing is, you got to give a lot of credit to Ridley's supporting cast. It seems like CSJV's really game planned against Caleb. They've done a good job on him defensively, but other guys have been stepping up. And Collison's definitely one of them.
No, he's had a really good game. It's the first time I've seen him play this year, but he's looked like he's improved.
Roberts with the rebound. He's in attack mode.
The turnover game's starting, though.
Yep. Collison with it. Thought about it. Kick out to Quinton Ethier on the attack. With the finish, no. It's calling it charge, going the other way. Sacrifice the body. And you see Quinton kind of showing different dimensions of his game, known as a shooter, knockdown guy. He has been showing that he can attack it a little bit, off the dribble, pull up.
Yeah, I know for sure. I know he's got a little bit of a sore knee, coming off a bit of an injury, so that's even more impressive. He's trying to get downhill when he's not at 100%, you know?
Absolutely. On the other end, we got London Basketball Academy on the other court. They're in a tight one, 60-59. LBA up 1 against Houghton Prep.
And Houghton coming into the year, arguably the top 5 team in the country, you know? So, again, to your point earlier, anybody, any day, you know.
Houghton's been a new addition also to the NPA, but similar to you, Gus Gymnopoulos has been a fixture in the sport, coaching at the grassroots levels. Andrew Wiggins, Andrew Nemhard, Ryan Nemhard, Nikhil Alexander Walker. He's coached them all at Vaughan Secondary, which is now Houghton. And they got a kid named Dante Sensory Hercules.
Yeah, Dante's pretty good.
He's another one like Zolan. Guys are going to really get exposure and really get offers throughout the course of the season. Severely under the radar. Oh, there's CJ Roberts. I thought he would have climbed the ladder on that one. Very athletic.
I love the family feel at Ridley, right?
Yes.
But no one seems to score in the last few minutes. It's kind of been a...
It's been a grind.
Yeah,
it's been a grind.
Legs are tired. Sunday, you know. But like you said, great experience for all these guys. Nice action there.
Yeah.
With the flare screen to another flare screen. You know.
Collison's got 15 points on 6 of 9 from the field, 8 boards, an assist is really stepping it up, and then Quinton Ethier leading the way with 16.
We've been stuck at 50-39 for a while now. CSJV needs to score to give himself a good chance for a run down here late.
4 minutes to go. Spin.
Boom, there we go.
And pulls up. That is Mamadou Dabo, 2027. 6'7" forward on the board. Cuts it to within single digits. 9-point game right now.
Is that flare action again?
Ooh.
Quinton's a little off today. You got a charge? Yeah. You miss it on one end, you make it up on the other end.
Such a momentum swing when someone steps in for a charge, brings the energy from the bench. On the CSJV front, you got Mansley Dorneval leading the way with 10 points. 8 points each for Desmond Mbombo and Steven Dasau. Quick timeout. We'll take one of our own. We'll be back.
We're back.
Back to the action. 3:24 left in the game. The final Final game here in the NPA, live from Burlington. It's the Session 2. Joined with Terry Upshaw, head coach of St. Jude's. They've had a great start to the season, 3-0.
Yeah, but you know what? It's been a good weekend for us. Got to get better. Great shot by Colson.
He's been the guy.
Yeah, he's been the guy for sure. He's really stepped up and elevated game, and he's taking the pressure off, off of Quinton and off of Roberts, just to be that third scorer, really second scorer now.
Really high IQ. Doesn't really make any bad plays.
Mistakes. Yeah.
Good defense too.
They're right there. Didn't over close out. Stayed solid.
Forced a turnover. Yeah.
Well, winning time's right in front of us now, so let's see what happens in the next minute and 30 seconds. I know it's 2:34 left, but I think if Ridley gets a couple scores, a couple stops, we might be able to put this one to bed.
Collison up top. Ridley trying to spread the floor. Collison, nice kick out. Quinton, right play they wanted, just no good on the three. Oh, good rebound, good extra possession.
Just great ball movement.
That's the one.
Bang.
Boom.
Great ball movement. I don't even know if they dribbled there, did they?
Nope. Loose ball.
Yeah. Swing,
1,
bang.
2, 3. Simple. Keep it simple. That stretches the lead to 15. You got to give a lot of credit to, the coaching staff, Victor Razzo. To have a guy that just coming off of a pro championship with the CEBL, really valuable for these kids, teaching them how to be pros, how to be professionals in general. I think that's a premium that we want with this league, is to lead by example with leadership of MPH, of the coaches, of all the programs, and promote professionalism.
100%.
Right? More professional over emotional, so to speak.
And you got Joel Friesian on the bench too, is also a pro.
Pro, U Sport, all Canadian, Fraser Valley.
Yeah.
West Coast guy.
And then you get Sam beside him that was the captain at McGill for 4 years. Quebec All-Star.
Yes.
There's some dudes over there.
That's
that know
Sam
what they're
Jenkins,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, Sam Jenkins. So, I think he was a provincial team guy also when he was younger. Not a guy to shake your head at either. He's one of the best to come out of it.
They've done a great job in this game. Like, they were tested. I thought CSJV was kind of controlling the style of play, but they've been able to weather the storm and show that they can win playing CSJV style.
Yeah.
And basically, like, demonstrating that they got some toughness to them as well.
Yeah, you know what? It's I know when I'm coaching game, I always try to put my will on other teams and try to make them play my game.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can beat teams by playing their game, that means you're doing a pretty good job.
That's right. And it's a team that, I expect to keep getting better throughout the season. And it's not a team like that anyone should be taking. Ridley comes, you got to put him to bed. They ain't going down.
Yeah, you got to beat them.
RNS, same thing.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do with my team. Like, we're not going to lose. You have to beat us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to come and say, oh, we're losing. Like, today we were down, I think, 12 points with 3 minutes left and won in overtime.
That was a great test for the guys early on in overtime.
It really was, yeah. It was a test to get to overtime, you know? And like you said, Zolan 20 and 20. Like, what else do you want for, your two-man?
Special. I told the coach, I won't name who, or which team, but they're a new member of the league, and I said, you guys lost, but it's how you lost, right? You gotta come and play and compete every possession.
Every possession.
Because look at RNS, they lost by 20 to the defending champs, but they lost with class. Like, they competed
right till the end.
Right till the end, and the thing is, you're not just playing for the win and the loss. College coaches are watching.
College coaches are watching.
Right?
You're trying to build for the future. My only question was funny. I was thinking to myself, Again, I got to inform myself a little more in the NPA, but is it points for, points against once you get the playoffs? And, like, I didn't know that.
Well, what's going to happen is there is a conversations coming with regards to even the playoff structure.
Okay.
Because in the past, all teams would make it to nationals.
Yeah.
There are 18 teams now.
Sure.
So that's a conversation that's going to happen, because at the end of the day, you want great games.
1,000%.
You want great games in March. And the thing is, there was forming the league, right? Forming the additions. One thing we got to do is, we say the standard is the standard, right?
Sure.
But I think a responsibility of ours is to lay out what that means.
Yep.
Right? What's the checklist of
100%.
things that programs need? I think it will help programs to understand what that looks like on the floor, off the floor. And we gotta lay that out on paper, on the website. You go on there, you say, okay, this is what it is.
Transparency.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And we're not perfect. We're a growing league. We're evolving. We're trying to get feedback. But we won't. One thing I guarantee you, we won't lack effort.
That's it. That's good. That's good. But you know what? Again, our first session this week, and I'm impressed all the way around. It's just been really good. And I gave the guys Monday off, which you know what?
They deserve it.
They deserve it. So
regroup.
And I have to do other stuff too. I didn't tell them that, but I had a meeting that I couldn't make practice anyway. But
well, balance is key in this long season. I'm hearing some teams in the past have played like 80 games, like it's the NBA.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's way too many. Guys got to rest their body. Guys got to develop, get some skill work in. Obviously, the academic piece.
Yeah, you got to do schoolwork too, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Like I said, we're an IB school, so you got to be a student where we are. So.
Yep. Collison really, I want to say breaking out, but like I knew about him going into this, but this is the first game I'm seeing him. Okay, he's leading the way. He's leading the charge.
He's definitely elevated his stock.
Stock, no doubt.
He's a guy that for sure now. Again, for me, he looks like a U-Sport guy, but if I'm a U-Sport guy, a Western, like whatever.
I'm all over it.
You got to be all over him, right? Good body, works hard, understands how to play. Can play without the ball, play on this side of the floor, play on the opposite side of the floor, defends.
McGill, U of T, Waterloo, like he's a high academic kid. Like those programs, that'd be a great get. And shout out to Queens. They're really coming along. They were in the finals this past year, and it's not easy to recruit at these high academic institutions.
No, it's not. Steph's done a great job down there for sure.
Look at this, the last second. You know what I mean?
Play it right till the end.
It's amazing. That's the game. 58-42. Ridley outlasts CSJV. That will be it from Burlington, Ontario. NPA Session 2. It's a wrap.